come to College Station, Texas, you know that the Aggies are ready to gig 'em. Kyle Field will be swaying and electric for this one. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, the Georgia Bulldogs taking on the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. He's going to pass. That's caught. It's Tuggle. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
That is a really good-looking throw. You think about the expectation level now for quarterbacks at Georgia. Matthew Stafford was the #1 pick overall. Stetson Bennett won 2 national championships. Imagine the pressure on this guy. When you see throws like that, he makes you believe that he can step up and lead this team to yet another natty.
Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on, so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously, not the start we wanted, but we got to point to the next opportunity.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Oh, it's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
Yeah, and you see wide receivers make those catches and try to get upfield and now turn into a running back and make something happen. And a lot of times you just forget to secure that football. And you could tell DB got it out. Big mistake, big turnover, nice forced turnover by the defense.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Offense getting set for first down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. Here's the handoff. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here on 3rd down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Makes his connection. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Running the ball's in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that dates back to the Junction Boys.
It's the physicality. They find those guys up front that can make holes, and I think that's when you've seen the great A&M teams. Really good offensive line, paving the way for those backs and those great teams they've had.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive this guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack, and their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, well, I have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Campbell. At the 20, he's got space. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Aggie. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Snags it quickly on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I really like the slot receiver, and I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have work in the middle of the field.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. Taking it the other way. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Looking downfield, it's O'Neal. Got his man. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
One of the most difficult things about this slot receiver is his shiftiness and his athleticism. He's very, very difficult to tackle after the catch.
It's 1st and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line.
Cricket. Unlock.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, it puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Quickly to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds. Nice pickup on that one. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Still on the 35-yard line, they'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Getting some heat. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fix can slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Georgia sends out the punt team. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The offense set for a 1st down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
2nd down coming up. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Texas A&M 14, Georgia 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Well, the offense got themselves in a bad position to start, but a nice change up there, handing it off and getting a lot of the yardage back, David, now to set up 3rd and at least a little bit more manageable.
Yeah, and when it's 3rd and forever like that, I'm thinking pass. So great job slipping the run in there. Running back now putting them in a better position. But defensively, I still got them in 3rd and long, still in a good situation here.
Back to pass, it's O'Neal. He's got his man. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Leaves it with the running back. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
From the shotgun, the inside give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stumping in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
And the Aggies are flying down the field. Looking to move it through the air. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
2nd and 10 after the previous play. Running back searching for a hole.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, we clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 3rd down on this drive. They need 8 to move the chains again. Looking to pass. It's O'Neal. Intercepted. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've stumbled a little bit out of the gate here, Jesse, finding themselves down by 2 scores.
Yeah, and their defense needs to help them out and get off the field and get them some more possessions. This offense didn't spend a lot of time on the field in the first quarter, David. I think they got to run the ball here and try to establish some rhythm.
They got to establish something, and you're right. You'll wear your defense out. Continue. You keep getting the football back to them, to the other offense. You're wearing your defense out.
Lofts one high and deep. And he makes the catch inside the 20. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Fights his way ahead. They get him down after a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 12. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Gets rid of it. Dings it complete to the right. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They'll try to run for it. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm, but after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Quarterback checking off. Back to pass, it's O'Neal. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Going with the ground game left. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Good timing on the quick out. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. The give to the left side. On the move is the 30. Oh, look out. There he goes. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. FIU is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 7 over UTEP. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Caught over the middle. It's Tuggle. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
He lobs one high down the left side. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. Trying to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons.
And that pass is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Unleashes one deep. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Just enough time for one final play of the half. With jet sweep pass. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
On the option. He'll toss it. Across the 25, he's got room. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. They'll line up for a second down play. Takes the handoff. It's Campbell. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Looking downfield, it's O'Neal. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. The give to the back. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll give it to the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Looking to throw on third. Going downfield for the big play. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quick.
Oh, look out! Inside the 30. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd, because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. Trying to barge in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggie!
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. We want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to... together here, make something happen on this side of the football. And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run.
So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. And the pass is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you can tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Dropping back, it's O'Neal. Fires to the wideout. He makes the catch. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. Quickly complete.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Looking for a gap. It's Campbell. The Aggies will keep this drive going.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He'll run it again. Pulled down after picking up 5 to the 6-yard line.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And this one shouldn't be too taxing, a 23-yard try. Between the uprights, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further. That last score just a little icing on the cake in this one as they get set to kick it away again. Oh, he's going to take a chance. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll leave it with him. Open space at the 25. Off he goes. He's at the 40. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Georgia. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 31-21. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. Runs through a tackle. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. The give to the back. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Here they come on second down, trying to put this game away. They go to the ground. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the first down.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Second down after that incompletion. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Fast motion from the offense. Looking to throw, it's O'Neal. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Across the 25, he's got room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Aggies are on the move. Going to the ground. And a really nice run and pickup there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Old Dominion fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. The thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. They're trailing by 10 to Colorado. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in the game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. And the Bulldogs moving quickly to the line.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. feeling some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas. And that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get it.
Fires into traffic, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this team.
Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
42 Spider.
On the option. Now the pitch. Discards a man. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defensive end understanding football, understanding that I got to keep outside contain. I'm responsible for the quarterback. Good job playing his responsibility. And how about getting that sucker on the ground? He's a pretty good athlete to be able to corral him, tackle him right in the middle of the field, and get him to the ground.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies! And the punishment has been extended. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face, and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today, they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on to the next game.
The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Trying to get to him. Blasted as he lets it go. And his 5th interception of the game. A miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
The #1 job in defending